Hi, College and Career Success Summer 2021. This is your welcome video. And although you have probably, hopefully, already taken your online orientation, I always like to hop in and walk you through just some of the basics of our course so that you're ready to go for the beginning of the semester. So my name is Dr. Linda Remark, and I will be with you this entire 8-week summer session. And again, I'm just going to walk you through some components of our course so that you're more comfortable and familiar with everything. And it does take a little bit. If this is your first online course, there is kind of a learning curve with our learning management system, Blackboard. So I always like to just make sure that you know how to navigate. So when you get into our course, and of course you are not able to access the full course until you do take your orientation class. So if you are viewing this video from a link I sent in an email, you want to make sure that you take your orientation if you have not done so already. So when you get in, the very first page you're always going to be brought to is this Start Here section. It's going to give you a little intro right here about the course. Now I will kind of preface this with you all, sorry to say, are guinea pigs this summer. So this is a brand new textbook that is being used. It's online. It's the first time we have used this online text with this class, which also means that most of the assignments are also new as they connect to the new textbook. So we are trying this new course text for the first time with the summer sessions. So any feedback is very much appreciated because this will be the course text we use in the fall as well. So when you get to the Start Here section, you're going to scroll down and you'll see the instructor welcome. So it'll just kind of walk you through. It has a little bit about myself in here. You know, I am here for this 8 weeks. I am full-time here at the college. I've been teaching here for over 10 years now, 3 kids. And so just get to know me a little bit more so you know whose voice you're hearing and a little bit about me. Here is the master syllabus. So the master syllabus is just a very general syllabus. It just kind of basically tells you like, hey, this is a 3 credit hour course. This is the course description. It meets these general learning outcomes. And here are the course objectives. Here are all the things we'll be talking about and learning over the course of these 8 weeks. And some general policies and places where you can get more information. That is the master syllabus. It's going to look very similar if you're taking any other course here. It's going to look very similar to that because it's kind of a general course syllabus. Now, the class syllabus, this is what gets very specific to us. So if I click here, it's going to open up automatically. So now you're going to see some a little bit more specifics. So we are in, again, College and Career Success. It's 3 credit hours. We are completely online this semester. Most classes are online fully during this summer session. So again, my name is Dr. Linda Remark. I do have an on-campus office location. However, I am not on campus this semester. So if you do need to make an appointment, we can do so over a phone call, through Zoom, whatever you're comfortable with. But here's also how you can reach me. My email address is right there. And then of course through Blackboard, which I will go over how to message me in Blackboard. Here are your materials. Again, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, we are using a brand new text in here and it's online and it's free. So you do not have to go and buy a textbook. You do not have to pay for a textbook at all, which is awesome. And it's embedded in our course, which makes it even more convenient. And I will talk to you about that here in just a little bit. So this is going to go through methods of assessment. So generally, this is a 16-week course, really boiled down into 8 weeks. So I really don't want you to get overwhelmed, but I do also want to let you know that, hey, there are a lot of assignments every week because normally this is stretched to fill a 16-week semester. So when you see the calendar here in just a couple pages, you're going to see a boatload of stuff every week. I just want to let you know that up front. So there are 8 weeks and we will have about 2 chapters per week on average to cover. Everything is going to be done through Blackboard, so all submissions. Now, every once in a while, if you have an issue, I'm okay with you sending something like via email attachment if something did not go right in Blackboard. So every chapter, as well as like the introduction, will have a discussion prompt. So you, in most weeks, are going to actually have 2, because I mentioned you have 2 chapters per week, 2 discussion posts you'll have to do as well. So that's how I take attendance. It's not just, oh, did they log in today? It's no, did you put an original response in your discussion forums. And again, there are 2 for each week. So you have to respond to both to earn full week's attendance. So this is what this goes over. Each prompt is, you'll have like a question or a scenario you have to respond to, 150 words. So if you want to type it in Microsoft Word first, so you can get like a word count on it and then copy it over, that might, a lot of people do that. So you want to just be mindful of that 150 words. And then you're going to respond to 2 classmates in every forum to get your full points. So the discussion forums, you get basically kind of 2 grades for them. You get attendance, did you post on time? And then did you post and did you get your 150 words? Did you respond to the prompt? Did you respond to 2 classmates? So you're kind of getting graded in 2 different ways for these discussion posts. So just a reminder, your discussion posts have to be 150 word response. For attendance purposes, they are due on Wednesdays. So in every single week, if you have a discussion board, they're due Wednesdays. So if there's 2 discussion boards, both are due Wednesdays for your week attendance. If you're late, you'll get half attendance. So let's say you forgot, you posted in one but didn't post in the other, or you didn't post in either, but on Thursday all of a sudden you remember, still post, you'll just get knocked a little bit off for attendance points, but you can still get the assignment points for posting in there. And then respond to 2 classmates in each post forum to get the rest of those points. Okay, so this goes again a little bit more in detail about, if you post significantly under the 150 words, you'll get some points knocked off. So just be mindful of those things. So again, 2 chapters per week. You will have quizzes. Each quiz is 5 questions, 10 points, so 2 points a question, and you have to respond to every question in complete sentences, 2 to 5 complete sentences. And so I will go through those once we see those. You'll also have a 30-point career services assignment, so you'll see that in one of the weeks as well. And this is a breakdown. There's 585 points in the course. Here's what each assignment is worth, how many assignments, discussions, and this is a really general A, B, C, D fail type class. Here are some general class policies when our assignments due. Again, attendance by Wednesdays, responding to 2 classmates, and all other assignments are Sundays. New weeks open on Monday, they close on a Sunday. Extra credit potentially, so just make sure you check your email and Blackboard. If you miss an attendance post, you cannot get those points back because it's basically like if you didn't come to class that day. But you can get late points or partial attendance by posting, even if you're a little late, you can post on Thursday or even Friday. You'll still get those attendance points partially. If you miss assignments, can you make those up? It really is a case-by-case basis. At the end of the semester, I usually do reopen a previous week because as soon as a week is finished, that week is closed. I do not reopen it. But at the end of the semester, I will generally say, okay, hey, week 1 is reopening for anyone who maybe missed that week. So you may get a chance, everyone, at the end of that semester. Do you need a textbook? Yes, but it's free and it's online. How do you submit your assignments? You'll be submitting them through the Dropbox in Blackboard. Are there any tests, final projects, or exams? Well, no tests, but there's chapter quizzes, and there's no final exam or final project in the summer session because or what's called a pilot. We're trying this text for the first time, so there is no final exam or final project as we figure out how the textbook works well with the students. So here's some more information about requirements, withdrawal dates. If you want to withdraw from this class, you have until Monday, July 19th. To get it off your schedule. If you wait until after then, it will stay on your transcript regardless. And then here, these last couple pages are the course outline or the calendar. And I really tried to make it as detailed as I can, so I hope it doesn't overwhelm you, but I really wanted to make sure you could see everything that was due. So everything in red is an assignment that's due during that particular week. So here's the weeks in this column. It'll have the dates and then the sections, the chapters that we're going over. And you also see how much each particular assignment is worth. You'll see that there are discussion posts. So it even has, here's the college discussion. Make sure when you respond to it by, again, here's the discussion. And then a reminder, posting in both discussions gets you full attendance. Everything else is due Sunday. So I really did try to break down everything you're doing. And you can see you're going to see surveys. Chapter 1 survey. Chapter 2 skills survey. Chapter 4, skills survey. So when you see those up here, there's no point value next to it because it's not a graded assignment. It's kind of a self-reflection. It's something that you can do before you start the chapter and then after you start the chapter to see where do you fall, how do you understand this concept, and maybe what did you learn throughout the chapter. So I did, again, go through here and I really tried to get as detailed as I could. Anything in red is the actual assignment. And then anything in black is just information you need to know about the particular assignment, a little bit more details. And this takes you through the entire summer semester. Okay, and hopefully you can see already, I'm going to let you know now, the semester is done on a Friday. So Friday, July 30th is our very last day of class. So that's what makes week 8 unique. You won't have really the full week, although I usually open up week 8 a little early so that you do have a little extra time. So that is your syllabus, and you are welcome to, print that off or just make sure you know where it is to access it anytime you need it. In here, list of weekly assignments, surveys, and discussions. It's another kind of breakdown. This is the one that the course coordinator put together. It's not nearly as detailed as the one I gave you, so that's why if you really want to see like due dates and details, go ahead and take a look at the actual syllabus. The rest of these are other links to things you might need. Like here is our textbook. Now these are embedded in every single week, but this is just a quick link if you needed to get here. You could click on that and you can see here is our book. And again, it's new to me as well. I have not used this a whole lot yet. It became available to us, I think, back in April. So that's when I started to kind of look through it. From what I can see, though, it is really easy to navigate. You can see over here is your table of contents, and you can kind of click to the different sections you need. Let's say we're in chapter 2, and you want to go to this section right here. It's going to take you there. Okay, you can also navigate, obviously, just by scrolling up and down. And then when you need to get to other sections, you just click next or click previous. Okay, so that's going to help you kind of navigate. You can also search for keywords or anything you need up here in this search box. So I personally do find this textbook to be really easy to navigate. I really like that it's free and it's easily accessed through Blackboard. So it's all in one spot. So you don't have to go to an outside link or a physical textbook or anything like that. So this is where the link is for the full textbook. In every individual week, there's going to be a link to that chapter. So it'll be like chapter 2 link. So it'll take you there a little bit more directly. And then the rest of this, as I mentioned, is just kind of resources. Let's say you needed to know about different Blackboard. You have a question in Blackboard, or what are the expectations of the course? And this kind of goes through what you can expect in terms of grading and contacting me and my expectations of you. So you can kind of look through there. And as you go throughout the course, you'll probably see that you do not need the Start Here section as much as you get through week 3 and week 4. You're probably going to go right to the lessons page. So I'm going to go ahead and go there now. When I click on lessons, one of the first things you should see, because these will be you won't see these on your page, you'll see again a link to the textbook. So it's another link. So it's going to bring us in a second, hopefully it'll take us there, to your textbook. So that's another way to get there. Oh, let's take its time now. But that's another way that you can access the text right there. Now, eventually, you can see on my screen, I have all the weeks loaded here. You're only going to see one at a time, though. What's nice is they're all going to be set up the same way. So when you click in week 1, again, depends on when you're viewing this video, you may only get to see week 1 the day that it opens up. So you're going to look here and it's going to say, okay, here's what we're going over this particular week. Here's all the assignments. So this is going to look very similar to your syllabus. It tells you all your assignments in red and then some information in black. Then you're going to have what's coming up as well, so you know what's happening in the next week. There's a materials folder. So here's your materials folder. And these are all the things that are going to help you kind of basically get through the week. So again, here's a direct link to chapter 1. There we go. That one went right to it. So the direct link to chapter 1. And then there are also chapter 1 slides. Now, when I lecture, I will use these materials to talk to you about the concepts from each chapter. So I will use this whenever I am lecturing because every single individual week will have its own video. So that's why I'm not going to go into too much depth right now with week 1 because I will do so in the video for week 1. And then you will also have an assignment folder, which is where you actually access all your assignments. And so again, I will go into more detail in week 1 video so that this particular video is not terribly long. Okay, so again, every single week will be set up that same way. It'll give you, scroll down to week 5, it'll give you an overview. It's going to tell you all the assignments, materials, and assignment folders. Here's some other things I want to point out to you about your course. Over here, course messages, we'll click here. This is how you can send me a message inside the course. So I will also send you messages in here. Anything I send in here as a course message, I will also send to you as an announcement, and it'll go to your Stark State email. But if you wanted to reach me, you simply click in course messages, click here under create message. You'll hit 2, and you can see everyone who's enrolled in the course is listed there. You'll find my name, click on it, carry it over. What's your subject? And then type your message. And then you'll hit submit. Okay, so again, I will also contact you that way. So you'll see some in your inbox whenever I have a message or, whether it's a message to the entire class or it's a personalized message. So please check your course messages as well. Here is your announcements. So you can see that this is just a basic welcome. This was from 2019 because the same CRN was used, but this is where you're going to see some announcements. So eventually you will see announcements in here about week 1, and then they'll go away and you'll see announcements on week 2. Anything I put in the announcements, I also put as a course message, and I also send to you in your email. So you're getting information multiple different ways. So make sure you check your announcements page as well. Course calendar is pretty much what it sounds like. So our course, I'm recording this in May, but our course starts in June 7th. So you're going to see, I already have all the assignments uploaded. You can see the attendance posts when they're due, and then all the Sunday assignments. So you'll be able to kind of check things on the course calendar. My grades is, again, basically what it sounds like. This is where I really encourage you to kind of take some personal accountability and just make sure that, hey, I did submit this, it's in the queue to be graded, or it's already been graded, or it says in progress, which means I didn't actually submit it. So this will show you all the assignments throughout the entire semester, how many points they're worth, and how many points you earned on it, with your overall grade being at the top eventually. And that's just, again, how you can keep track. And I am teaching a couple different classes this semester. I do try to grade very quickly, but this can also kind of help you and me stay connected. But, hey, I just had a question. So always feel free to reach out. Hey, I had a question about grading. Did you get this assignment? Always feel free to ask. And then the other things on this side, again, are more kind of resources for you. So if you had some questions about Blackboard, here are some, like a link to resources right here. It'll take you to a Stark State page, all the resources on campus, as well as those that are online. So that's what a lot of these tabs here are for. And that is a basic overview of your course. So when I get into your week 1, I will go into more depth, but I do want to, real quickly, before I completely end the video, show you the discussion forum boards, because this will be a big part of every week. You'll see in the discussion board, every single discussion forum is in here. I'm going to point out the 2 that you might use up front. So I'm going to put links to them here in the lessons area. You're going to see above week 1, the muddy point and the introduction board. For now, I'm going to look through them here. So Muddy Point. So this is where you're going to go. If you click in here, whenever you try to find a discussion, you always just click on here. And this is where you can ask questions. So this is a place that you would ask a question as if you were raising your hand in class. Everyone will see this. So I do not recommend putting like a personal grade question in here. Use course messages for that. But to create a new post, you simply go to Create Thread, put your message, post questions here, put your subject up here, put your message, and then hit submit. And then it'll pop up right there. If you want to respond to someone's post, you simply click on the link, the title of their thread, click on it, and then hit reply. And that way you can reply to that person. So that's going to be open all semester if you have questions. And anyone feel free to answer those questions. It doesn't have to be just me. So it can be directed to the entire class. The other one that I would make sure that you pay attention to is you're going to have to do this one anyway as part of your introduction. But this will come in week 1. This is a great place to introduce yourself, and it kind of makes you buy the assignment anyway. So I wanted to at least kind of tell you that, hey, one of the first discussion posts you're going to do is an intro discussion along with chapter 1. So that's how you work a discussion board, and I will go in more detail again in the week 1 video. So, okay, I hope this is helpful, and you will have access to this video both in email as well as in Blackboard embedded. And always feel free to reach out if you have questions throughout the summer. All right, I'll see you all in week 1.